Hello everyone, this is Rex Red. I am back with another fun tutorial today. We are going to work with Kontakt, which is a library created by Native Instruments. And I have, this is not a paid ad or anything. So it's part of my repertoire of I call palette of instruments that I use. And so I thought I just upgraded. It costs $250. That's a lot of money to spend this time of year. But the thing is only once a year does this go on sale. And 1 month ago, this was over $500. And that's for an upgrade. And currently, right now, in order to purchase Native Instruments, it's usually like $1,600. I paid $1,000 for the Native Instruments. And personally, I wouldn't get anything but the collector's edition because it's just got everything. And then you don't have to worry about... Now, there are things out there besides Native Instruments Collector's Edition that you might want to add to your Native Instruments library, like Voices of Gaia, Men of the North, the Viking kind of choir, choral, and sounds, and that is very nice. You get Kontakt. So what do you get with this new, if you upgrade, which is, like I said, it's $250. Let's go to their website and take a look at this. So I'm not going to do that same thing, forget and say, oh, isn't that a cool website? And forget to change over here to my channel. So this is one of the Native Instruments, their flutes section. Look how cool this is. This is very, 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 wait till you see, because I am very, very, very excited about this. Now, I paid over $1,000 for Native Instruments, and then I paid another couple $100 for Native Instruments 13, and then now it's another $250 for Native Instruments 14. Okay, but I got a really, 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 really good deal from Native Instruments. Thank you, Native Instruments. Thank you, thank you, thank you for making this so for bringing the price down to my level where I could say, yeah, I think I could do that. And for putting so many awesome, awesome, awesome things in here. I mean, like, wow. If you have Native Instruments like 11 or 12, Native Instruments like Collector's Edition 11, 12, 13, now is the time to jump in and grab it, and grab 14. I'll tell you right now, I would say I could name about 3 different things that came with this update that I would say I'd pay that $250 just for those 3 new things. One of them is the nylon guitar, picked nylon guitar. The picked nylon guitar is so beautiful. It's probably one of the most beautiful instruments ever created for making, like, I would say, acoustic music. Hands down. I'm a huge acoustic guitar fan, and when it comes to acoustic guitar, I just love the acoustic guitar. But there's one thing I love even more than the acoustic guitar, and that is the sound of a picked nylon guitar. It's so warm, and it took me a few years to say, well, everything was just get me acoustic guitar stuff. And then all of a sudden I realized, these nylon samples and all sound better than the steel ones. So that's one of them. Another thing that comes with it is this right here. We're looking at the Kontakt Factory Library. I use the old Kontakt Factory Library. I use their choirs like a lot, okay? Their alto choir just gives your song this kind of like nurturing warmth to have those altos going, ooh, and it's just so kind of, it's just very affirming for your music, okay? That's all I can say is their alto oohs and ahs are just wow, okay? So, and now we have this Kontakt Factory Kontakt, and what's really nice is we have, so that just the Kontakt library alone, I think alone is the Kontakt Library 2 alone is worth $250. Okay. And a lot of people say, oh, it's just their factory library, it should be free or something. Whoa, no. This just, you never sell the Kontakt Library 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, or their 2, 1 or Factory Library 2 short, because they're the flutes and just the things. Each little thing is a separate instrument, comes with built-in effects and all that stuff. So it's their their tenor sax, I just use them. Their trumpets, even though I really like the trumpets that are in what is it? Their brass thing here. It's there's the picked nylon. So there was one right there, and their and we have the vintage electric. Okay, so it comes with, it's just like, I would say if you're starting out with music and you need to buy something that's going to give you everything you need to make music, go with Native Instruments, okay? Native Instruments will give you every sound you can imagine. If it doesn't matter if you're working on film scores, it doesn't matter if you're working and making EDM music, country music, any kind of music that you can imagine, any kind. It's Native Instruments would be, and basically you could get by with Native Instruments and not need anything else to make music for years and years and years and years and years. I mean, I do like having Splice on the side because it just gives me some textures and samples and things like that, drum patterns and things like that are already. So I really love having my Splice subscription, and and now even Kontakt comes with Ozone 10, which is just part of it. You just install Ozone 10. If you don't have Ozone, you can't really master your. It's just the one-stop shop for mastering. I do definitely prefer Ozone 11 over Ozone 10. I would imagine eventually Ozone 11 will be included. But there's more than just Ozone. Well, there's Nectar and there's also Neutron, and I use all three of them. So I would prefer going, just a moment. Hello again. I'm back. I prefer going with the Isotope subscription so that I just have the entire suite of Isotope software. Okay, so let's go to their website. Now, the regular price is $1,799 for the collector's edition. Now, the sale price right now is $899. And if you already have a previous version of like Kontakt, the Ultimate or the Standard, or just even you own Kontakt, you can get that prorated down. And I believe if you own the previous collector's edition, you'll only pay $250. Don't let these prices here kind of scare you off, because when I came here, just a moment again. Yes, when I came here, I saw these prices like $850, it says regular price. They've taken that away because it used to be listed and say something like, $10,000. They would list that $10,000 price, and that is the price you would pay if you bought all of these things separately, okay? And when you put it all into this collector's edition and you buy this bundle, you own, instead of $10,000, which it is literally, because people do go and, piecemeal. They'll buy this little piece and that. But I've done that. I own, and then what'll happen is complete 15 will come out, and I've already bought the little things that they've come out with that come included with that. So, and they're like $100 each. I went out and purchased Picked Nylon for, I think I paid like $60 or $70. So I got it on sale for like $50. It's normally $99, okay? So that came with this. If I just waited a year, it took about a year. And I've had a year to use, and I've made about 4 or 5 songs from Picked Nylon that I wouldn't have if I hadn't bought it sooner. But there are things that came with this that I didn't have. I didn't have Kontakt 7, and this is what I really, 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 really like about Kontakt 7, is when I click on another instrument here, okay, it doesn't load 2 instruments. It doesn't load another one down underneath, and then neither of them work. What it does is, as soon as I get back down here to the library, if we can find it again, I'm going to have to drag this up to the top because I know I'm going to be using this factory library. If I load this Bansuri here into the project, it's going to take a moment. It just replaces the one here instead of giving me 2 of them. Yeah. So that's what I really like about the new Kontakt. So I am really stunned by the beauty of these instruments. Now, there's also another, probably, yeah, you can come down here and you can check. Okay, so Okay, so you can play 3 at a time. So like as if you have 3. Let's go back to the recorder here, the tenor recorder. If you go here. Now it's on solo, but if you go to ornament, I guess not. Okay, so this is this particular instrument is a mono instrument. Okay, so how about the piccolo? That is beautiful. So, all right, we're going to go move to other instruments, but I want to check out also. Now they have a dulcimer. Wow. And it's nice. You don't have to keep finding where do I delete this darn thing? You have to scroll up to delete the instrument. It just replaces it. Wow, listen to... So this factory library, I know for sure. Oh, bowed strings. Oh, a fiddle. See this, just always looking for a fiddle. Always. I have been looking everywhere. I just buy every fiddle I can find. Oh, that is nice. Hello? Okay, I hope I'm not too loud. Oh, it goes higher too. Again, another mono instrument. Oh, that is awesome, awesome. And you add a little bit of reverb to that. Okay, where are the effects? That's without the effects. How do we bring the effects in to this? Oh, you can resize the interface now. And so they have done some nice work here. You can resize the interface so you can see a little bit more of what you're doing. How do we get the effects to show up? They are down here in one of these areas. And I forget how to do it. And attack. So we have that's with a little bit more of the horsehair kind of. Little less rosin on the bow, a little more rosin on the bow, I guess. I still haven't figured out how to open up the effects. That might be, up here. No. View. Okay, we're at 100%. Okay, keyboard, outputs, master, side pane, single view. We don't want that, I don't think. Okay, now this is what I do when I do this. I don't know how to get back. I guess click the X maybe. Okay. All right. So let's look and see what else is in this factory content library. Okay, I'm back again. Lutes, and this is an acoustic, idiophones, mallet instruments, plucked strings. That sounds kind of interesting. Now what I can do is add a little bit of reverb in here then. More than one way to do it. Over loud. Let's turn this down a little bit. Very nice. Very, 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 very nice. Okay, so we go now back into Kontakt. And why? Okay, this is, I guess, the acoustic section. It just shows you, oh, we've lost our place. Kontakt Factory Library. We open this back up. Okay, let's go into choir. Let's see what the choir, let's see what their altos sound like. Oohs. Oh, wow. It's a little more choral than it is like personal, kind of like the other one was like, ooh, and this one's like, oh, kind of. That's just very pretty. I wonder if they resampled the choir. Probably they did. Oh, that just has such a purity to it. And it's got like a revolving kind of warp to it. It's really pretty. Very nice. Very, very pleased. See, these sounds like the alto, and now what I'm wondering about, this is a very big one, is band instruments. Okay, let's see. We're looking for horns, tenor saxophone. What about soprano saxophone? That's what alto, tenor, sax section, trombones. So they didn't give us a soprano sax. Maybe there isn't a soprano sax. I think there is a soprano saxophone. It's got And it's again mono. Sax section. This should play chords. You know, another thing I've noticed about Native Instruments is oh, that's so wide and big. Is if you go into the forums and if you have a legitimate request for something, I mean, like a week later, they'll come out with the product to fit your need. They are really, I mean, I had a problem. I went into the forums and I had a problem with their corded. They have a corded instrument. It's a you know, I'd like to think they changed it on my behalf, but this not strummed acoustic. It's it might have been the strummed acoustic. Yeah, see, they did it with that also, the strummed acoustic. And if you go in, though, they got the 12-string and the 6-string. And no, they didn't fix that with that one, okay? And so, okay, well, you go into the 12-string. Okay, we go in here. I love how this just... Okay, so they didn't fix that with this. Listen to how beautiful that sounds. And that's not even... If you come in here and you add the doubling... See, I could make a song right from that, right there. That's... I mean, just, you can just see how you're just instantly, it's like, I want to stop this video right now and make that song. So, but this is with the doubling, the wide open doubling sound. You have the natural sound also. Yep, I'll be making that song. Okay, so so they notice how you only have chord strums. You have these beautiful samples that, like, you don't have a single instrument where you can just play like the melody. It doesn't come in. This is with strummed acoustic too. But then they came out with, and so I said, gosh, I need be able to play a melody over this with the guitar. And now they don't put out an instrument without giving you a melody part. This is a strummed acoustic. Okay, so we're going to go down here, and you will see that they just start the same thing here. The no melody, just the strummed acoustic. And this is another nice product. Each one of these products are like over $100. They're $100 actually, $99, and some of them are more. Now this is the Electric Sunburst, and notice the difference now, because I went into the forums and I said, I need a melody with this stuff. I can't just do this. Where is that now? Oh, this is Electric Sunburst 1, and you just get like chords, like you just heard. That's it. You don't get like, so you can't go ding, 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 and play a melody over it. Okay. And so that's Electric Sunburst 1. And we have the Picked Acoustic. Notice, now this came out after. Now they always come out with a melody with it, which is like, oh my gosh. Because these are the best, in my opinion. If you're looking for acoustic guitar VSTs, there are a lot out there. These are the best. They are. You really can't tell that this is a VST. And a lot of the other VSTs just sound kind of canny. And I'm being honest. I'm not going to name any names. They're just not. They're not here, okay? They're okay, but they're not there. They're not there. They just don't have that. And like if I just double click on this Picked Acoustic, you'll see what I mean. It's just, this is so amazing. And this is another, that one, look at that. So you're just right there. You just play your chords, and if you need like an accidental kind of chord, like a seventh or a ninth, you just kind of it's just like wow, and you have all of these different picking patterns. My only gripe is I wish there were more picking patterns for all of these. If they, and I guess if they just came out with picking pattern packs, and there again, if you're listening, Native Instruments, I need them tomorrow. But these, we want more patterns. Like all these, look what it comes with. It just comes with like a bunch of them for $99. You get all these different patterns. Let's play this Ray of Light one, okay? That is so pretty. I could just spend the rest of my music career with these acoustic guitars in Native Instruments. They are so, and the thing is that once you've bought like 4 or 5 of them, you've spent $600. You could have gotten the whole thing with a million sounds and all of these different instruments. You could have gotten them all. Now here's the electric sunburst. Now I believe this is the deluxe version, okay? And now if you notice this electric sunburst, we bring this in. I love Kontakt 7 right now because I don't have to keep closing out. It just knows that I want a different. Listen to how like crunchy that guitar sounds. So, but what you have is that, and then you don't have a play of like a melody so that you can play a melody over it. Well, now you do. You just click on this Sunburst Deluxe melody, and you have the same guitar. That is like everything right there. And you just put a little drum beat to that, a nice bass. Speaking of bass, this comes with, so these are things that come with Kontakt. Some of them might come with the next version down. I don't think as many of them do. You just have to get the collector's edition, okay? You just have to. Now we have Action Strings 2. And Action Strings 1 was really, really cool, but I didn't like the way I couldn't kind of play the strings myself. You were kind of stuck with these patterns that you had to load in. It'd be nice if you could just come in like this one. So, like, wow. And then you can just pick a different, a different whole thing. This is Rescue Mission 3. Let's pick a whole different thing. Now that's Action Strings 2. I think I just switched it to something. You know, how do we change? Now, I don't know anything. Okay, here we got Absolute Power. Let's try this one. it's like, wow. And that's all like just 3 fingers, 3 fingers that I'm doing to play all of that, to play a whole, like this, I would call this cinematic. You can just choose these different runs and falls, basic rhythms, and these are the phrases they have. Watershed. That's yeah, and the low ensemble is like we could pick this one for the low ensemble. So that is action strings too. That comes with this new update. Now this is the electric vintage. And it has a melody. So this right here is amazing. So it just replaces this, which is nice. I'm just working now back onto another whole. This is the electric. Now this might not be your cup of tea. I mean, but you will be surprised. So this is really nice. You have this, and then you have your melody also now. And this you can take this. You can add fuzz to it. You can add distortion. You can add all of your really warm kind of tremolos and reverbs to it. You can play chords with it. And you're not stuck with this sound. You can just go and say, okay, let's change this to red sky. What's this? And all of a sudden, and go back to. And I bet you can go in and fix and add more. Yeah, here's your effects setup, and that would be the. This is a reverb. That's the slapback. This is an amp sound, I guess. Cabinet. Where is the... And this is your oh, there's just so much. There's so much you can do with this. Now, there's our picked nylon, and the picked nylon has a melody now with it as well. So, and the picked nylon is by far my favorite. This is the one I'd like to see many, many, many more chord things for first. Is the picked nylon. So, very kind of tropical. So we go. To wait till they load. So the picked nylon is by far my favorite of all this, but that picked acoustic is, oh my gosh. Now it's taking its time. Now here to close this. So okay, we've got go to that's here we go. That's an old tango sound. We go here. We can pick another sound. Walk in the Rain. They give you an idea what it sounds like. That is so pretty. Let's select that one. And you have different, you can go in and make your own. I just, I haven't got really time to do that. I need something that's done for me. So if you have, at Native Instruments, if you have people who just love to do this, who love to go, and we have Laid Back B, we have all three of them, so we can change this. You have different kind of versions. Then you can switch it. So there are your laid back. It's just like there are so many of these that are here. Each one is a whole. This is a masterpiece here. Okay, of Some of them are not. Okay, the waltz. Let's see what this one is. Now this is going to load a bunch, 4 of them, so you have the choice. Oh, that's beautiful. When you just hear the whole band come in with the fiddle. We have a fiddle now. Now we go into the guitar settings. We can turn on doubling. Listen to this. So there is the Picked Nylon. That's the just the waltz one. And we go back to patterns. This is my favorite because it just gives me this really soft acoustic thing to start my garden state. Some of these I haven't even tried yet. Now, if I take my tempo of my song and bring it down to like 100, okay, and then I go back into here. I just shouldn't have closed that. Yeah, it's like amazing what you can do with this. And do we still have that doubling on? So, yes, now we're going to go into this Laurie's. Now this, I think that's how you spell it, Laurie's. Now this is, I believe it was 90 gigs of samples. This is your this is probably the first place I'd go to create a soundtrack for a film, because it gives you this massive layering, and it's taking a long time to load up. Now, this is the Electric Mint, this game. This is the new electric guitar. I thought it was that other one that I played, but it's not. This is we're also going to, and this choir Omnia, that's another like almost 100 gigs in just one instrument. And that is, I believe, probably going to be the go-to choir for me for now on. Rabak, welcome to this tutorial. We are going over some really cool stuff. This is the new Native Instruments Collector's Edition Kontakt with Kontakt 7, and this is the Kontakt 14. And we're going over some of the really cool features that come with it. Lots of really nice. Now, this is it. This is really strange. Now we can change all of these by going in here and just picking an abandoned station. And we'll go into this clarinet here. Comfort zone, organic, abacus. And the horse fiddle. We have this for gentle soul. Mixed, cold sign. So basically, by mixing these together, you got medieval pipes. Of course, we have to have them. Light patterns. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. We go in here to whatever that is, nickel harpa. That almost like is like a drug thing, like psycho kind of sounds. Psychoacoustic is the word I'm looking for. Okay, the pitch wheel doesn't work. Yes, this is like, I believe, like 70 or 90 gigs. Just this lorries. Yes, it is. It is. And it just gives you so much. That plane flying overhead sound, that's real. That's going over that somebody's. So let's change all three of these to hurdy-gurdy. And we got to change this one to the cello, something cello. A quiet death. And we'll change this one to if I come in here, I think I've got okay, so you get the idea of that. So this, if you're into making cinematic music, you take that, and then you come here to where's damage? Now this is where this is the coolest drum thing that in the world. Organic drums are my favorite here that they have. Okay, what we want is, I don't know what we want the kits. We want rhythmic suites. Okay, we want loop. And we go into organic elements. Look at this now. Wait till you hear this. So you take that other sound and you mix it with this. And you have your cinematic. We have different elements here, organic. I like the element ones better. I mean the organic ones, so those are my favorites. Each note is a completely different, oh, this is the organic, full. I'm going to speed up my tempo to 120. So these damage is, if you want these cinematic kind of drums, this is your place. You can find every kind of cinematic drum you could ever need. And it's just, and the sounds of each drum are just like this. Now I'll try some of those organic ones. They do it for me. That's it's like I have like a song called the Viking Saga, and it's just like when you're trying to make this, it goes Viking Saga, Sacred Journey in the background. It's this, it's just totally does it. It's like just everything, This is tech now, so this is a whole different kind of more like a factory or a little different. So when you hear all this stuff in the movies, this is where they're getting it from. This Kontakt. Sometimes yes, they hire an entire percussion section to come in. So this would be like your Trent Reznor kind of thing. Also game soundtracks, Tomb Raider. So industrial now we have. Yeah, so this damage is where you get your really awesome, or whether if it's organic. I'll try some of the mangled pop just so you get a chance to hear them too. All right, this entire package right now is running for $8.99. If you have any version of Kontakt earlier, Now this, I paid $1,000 for mine, like for Kontakt, like it was 11, and now we're up to Kontakt 14. I just picked up the latest version of Kontakt for $250 was all I had to add, and it gave me like the entire. It gave me Kontakt 7. I just picked up the full. I mean the full upgrade. Update to Komplete 14 Collector's Edition for $250. So that's all I had to do was add that, and I ended up getting Kontakt 7. I got that new library there. I got. Now I'm going to still show you some more. There's some really cool stuff here. So we're going to look up. Let's see the bass. Let's look up the new bass. Prime, I think this is it. Prime bass. Oh, and they gave us a melody for the bass, too. How thoughtful. Wow. So this is going to give us like all these funky bass riffs. So you could just take this bass riff and create an entire song around it. Like. Now you add this with that cinematic drum. Now let's see how many bass riffs they give us, because there's a million of them in the world. That's a lot of them. Okay. Funk Machine Classic Rocker. Let's see what this is. And you got the different sounds, the clean ballad. That reminds me of my fog hat days. Heavy. You gotta wait till it loads the sample. I guess it'd be a sample pack. So this prime bass, just to buy this normally, regularly, it's like $99. So if you figure the $699, $899, that's $200. This is to buy complete collector's edition, just outright. It's $899. I paid $1,000 for it. For the complete 11. And now you've got all this new stuff that's in it, and the whole thing is $809. It's gonna, at the end of Christmas, it's gonna go back up to $2,000, close to $2,000 with tax. So it's half price right now. And if you own any previous version of Komplete, you can get a huge deal off of it, because I owned the Komplete 13 collector's edition, and so I only paid $250. I almost said something else. I don't know why, but let's see. So $250 for it. Funky fingers. Let's see what these are. Do I have to double click? Come on. There we go. If you make music, you've got to admit that getting a really funky bass line is very difficult. You know, I own a bass and I can't play like that. And this just and then you can go into the pattern editor, and you could take one of these patterns and mess with it, okay? And change it to this is cool. And you add that to damage going with all those drums going on, and then you have that funky like those sounds that on top of all that you've got like a magnum opus aura kind of thing going on. So that is this prime bass. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Let's go to Mo bass one more. Oh, that's nice and clean there. Wow. The standard version, I mean, this is the time to do it. Yeah, if you get the standard version, then it gives you the option. Right now is the time to do it. The standard version was how much? Standard $200. Well, that's the upgrade price. Full version $300 right now for the standard version. That's what I did at first. Is I bought like the standard version, and then they had a sale, like, because sometimes they give you like a sale on just on the whole thing. Like right now, what's going on? They're just giving you selling it for half price. Okay. Sometimes they have a sale which is like an upgrade sale, where it's not half price to buy the whole thing, but if you own one of them, then they'll have an upgrade sale for 50% off, and you get. So that's how I got into Kontakt. Was I bought like the standard version, I think at full price or something, but at the same time they had the upgrade to the collector's edition that was like 50% off. So I paid over $1,000 for the collector's edition, and right now the sale price to just buy it, I cannot believe it's $899. So that's for everything. So that's for everything included, and tons and tons of sounds, and then you get like the X. What is it? The X. My favorite bass is the Scarbee. This MM-Bass. I use it in almost every song. I'll play it for you. I'll show you how it sounds. It's just my favorite bass of all. It just has such a nice. That's my favorite bass of, and I have many, 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 many basses. I probably have about 1,000 different bass samples, many more than that. I think 3,000. And this is my favorite. It just has such a warm sound. It just fits under my music so nicely. Gives it that the warmth underneath, like kind of pad under my sound. So that is my favorite bass here. But this prime bass, I just got it today, so it may. And the Rickenbacker bass, sometimes I think that Rickenbacker bass is the best one. So it's good too. It has a little bit of more of a metallic sound to it, like. Every once in a while, that's what does it for me. So I like that as well. So those for basses, those are my go-to basses. Really, I have some Kontakt. I have some Dimension Pro basses that sometimes I use. I used to be a huge fretless bass kind of guy, where just everything. Now these Session Pro horns, Session Horns Pro. Now, isn't there a Session Horns S? Let's see. Isn't there a Session 2 now? Session Pro. I thought there was a Session Horns 2. Now, see, I wish they had a... Isn't there such a thing as a soprano sax? Yeah, that's what that guy plays. Well, thank you for staying around as long as you have, Rabak. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with me. It's very kind of you to take time. It's been so nice having you here. Please click on the bell for notifications. I'm going to go and show this choir now. There's a choir also that is very, very cool. You take care. You have a wonderful rest of your day. Action strikes. What's really nice are some of these rises. These rises are nice. If you do techno music, they're very nice. So I only have a couple. I'm not going to be here much longer. I don't know, but there's so much here. They just had some updates to the Stradivari Cello. I'm hoping what they did was they fixed it so that when the bow gets to the end of the bow, it just like the sound stops. And I'd like to check that, and see if they fixed it. So you take care, Abak. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And we have to turn these off here. Okay, let's get rid of that. How do we get rid of that? Close this little X here. Click the X. Okay, here. Now, what's up with this dynamics? I used to be able to click that. Now I can't. Okay, remove. Okay, you have to remove this. No, I guess we have to click right on this. There we go. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's hold it. Yeah, notice how it does that? It's just... that, you can't have that in. It's like them switching gears with the... Yeah, I just wish that wasn't in here. Yeah, it's like because you're trying to fade this song out and you get this kind of jerk in its sound. It sounds a little better than it did. It's a little bit less kind of... It's still kind of bad. What I would like to be able to do is have the option to pick one of these where it just plays the note and doesn't do that switch. Yeah. Because it's very noticeable sometimes. And now, if I was playing it as a solo instrument, which let's try the chat without the multi-mic and see if that still has it. Gosh, I love that I don't have to delete the sound. It just replaces them now. Yeah, see, that's got the same thing in here. And if I go up into this virtuoso here, sustain long. Yeah, see, they all have it. Yeah, I just wish it didn't. Bow change. Maybe they've done something here. Bow change. It's D0. Wow. D0. Let's see. Okay, I've done something and shut this off. Okay, I was just checking on that. So I've got to go on their forums and ask them and say, could you please give us a version of it that doesn't have that jarring bow change in the middle of the sound? So that's something. Now we have this electric mint. This is new to me. I am very excited about this. I don't know if I showed this. I showed a different electric, I think. I don't think I showed this one. Okay, this is the melody one. We want to go with the chord one. Okay, that sounded nice. I can hear a drum. That's very cool. I just instantly, my brain wants to write a song to that. Oh, some R&B. Ah, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Wow. Oh, that's cool. That's kind of like pop and kind of... Oh, this is nice. That is also nice. Let's load that in. Wow, imagine the possibilities with that. See that? See, this is new to me, and so you're going to hear a song with this. I'm going to write a song with this. So this is definitely on the list. Ooh, there's another one. This one says suggested for 98. Let's give it 98 and see what it sounds like. Okay. You use that funky bass with some of this. Come on. Load it. There we go. So this is the Electric Mint, okay? So oh, this is a nice, look at this wild one. Oh, that's pretty. Wow. That's a very nice one too. General Funk. There's another one for me. So this is another. This right now I can already tell that there are at least 5 songs that I can write out of this. Here. This one right here is one. Another one I could write a song out of. So, Clean and Wide. There's another one I could do. I love this right here. So this this one product, at least right out of the box, I'm seeing. Now I go to country. So right out of the box, I can see that I've got at least 6 songs. Now this right here is our massive choir Omnia. This was again like 70 or 90 gigs to load this. So we're going to open up altos. And we'll close that down. And we're going to see what this brings us. This is going to maybe my go-to choir from now on. So I use choirs a lot, but it all depends. Okay, not very loud. How about go to the sequencer. Oh, so we just put whatever we want in here. So it speaks for you. How do I spin this around again? That's why it's so quiet. What did I click on to spin it around? Okay. Mixer. Okay. This is the main. Now, okay. We have, let's listen to the sopranos. Now, I know there's a way to bring all four of them in. This choir, okay. Okay, so, I was playing the sequencer, so if I want an E sound, now I think what I can do is I can go here, F. Oh, this darn nagging little thing. Now I've done something to make them short again. Range lyrics. There we go. That is beautiful. It's fully legato. Oh, and I'm hearing that warp kind of thing in this sound. It's kind of like a aural exciter or something. Oh, that's beautiful. Now, mix down. There's a way to join these together. Okay. Okay, we can get to the sequencer. Wow. Now this is like way over my head. Okay, this is a randomizer. Now I don't know how to. Now when I click on right click, left click, nothing happens. Okay, how do I put my own word in here? And when I left click, this darn thing comes up, the quick load. I don't want that either. All right. And how do I change which note it is? So there's a lot of things to this. This is a sequencer. Okay. How do I put my own? Now this wind. Okay, so this is the same thing here. Phrases. Now let's go into the light part. Okay, and we go up again. So what's up here? This is alto Omnia light. Light. And this would be the non-light one. Basses. I think it's still loading, yeah. It's still loading. Let's go to a little too much room for my liking there. We would have to go into mixer, cathedral. I think I have reverb on myself here, yeah. Oh, that is so nice. Oh, that room is so beautiful. Oh, that hurts my throat just hearing it. Cathedral A, we got room, we got hardwood, Studio C. large chamber, drum cave, Cathedral A, concert hall. Well, it won't let me select concert hall. Won't let me select anything now. Okay, there we go. Oh, I have to go up here. Wow. I like that a lot too. Music studio. Quad stick. Wow, so many different rooms that come with this. Oh, listen to that chapel. Wow, that is so nice. Cabinet, and then we have just the, oh, we can add like a for the microphones, different not too thrilled on those. Chapel is nice. In the wood room. Small ambience. So this is, it is going to probably be my go-to choir. Now let's go to our sopranos again. Wait till they load. Now there's a way to have all four of them going at once, doing these sequencer stuff. And there's obviously a way to change these and to change each sound that's in here. And you have a wealth of different sounds. I just don't know how to do it. When I drag this, nothing happens. When I double click, I'm not going to right click. I'm not going to fall for that trick again. Okay, so I don't see a way to change these. Maybe click, well, that's to cut one out. Or add minus. And I think you may be able to load sounds. There's a way to change these. Double click, triple click, quad, just keep clicking, click, 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 click. It's not doing it. And then this is some kind of just, it makes just. Okay, we got presets. That's for this. Okay, for the keys. Go back to keys. This is our sustain. Not sure why it's getting quiet on me. It's one of these things here. Now it's not. Yeah, it is. Oh, then we got this staccato miso. Oh, this is what they say, what they're going. So this is amazing. I'm going to have to learn how to use it. It's all new to me, but this is amazing. Main, sopranos. I know there's a way to get all four of these here. Oh, look at this now. Look at this. Whoa. There's a way to open up like the editor, and it's nice to have broken sopranos. Oh, I think there's just about, if you can take these sounds and create all these different, you could, I bet you can, I bet there's English also. Because oh, this is amazing. This, I'm just barely scratching the surface on this. I think, now let's open this back up again. I think that's going to do it for my Native Instruments journey here today. Open back up. I'm very pleased with Kontakt 7. Okay, and when I first opened it up, it didn't open to this window, which is what I'm used to, is having this here on the side. It opened up to this, well, I think this view. So I had no idea what to do with this. Okay, and I guess when you go back to go to File, you have to kind of click on, how do we get back? You click on this X here, and it brings you back. Okay, so it brought me into that view, and I was like, what the heck is this? It was like my worst fear. Which I assume this is a really easy way to get at certain things, maybe favorites. But you just click on this X here, and you're back to a place where you kind of recognize what this is, what everything is. Now, there's just a ton of stuff here. I was curious about this Cuba one. I don't know. I think I've had that for a long time, but it just, for some reason, doesn't seem to look familiar to me. What am I going to... I'm just going to keep using this all the time. I use Kontakt in just about every song that I make. I use something from Kontakt. What's really nice is just getting this pedal steel is nice. These are things that I've added in. The Evolution Bluegrass Banjo, which I haven't used yet. So Men of the North are amazing. I almost wonder if these Men of the North are... well, I can't really say that because this is gigantic. What I haven't begun to even... scratch the surface on this, on what this is. Okay, these round robin. Okay, dynamic curve. Okay, that was something else that we had. Legato mode, scripted sampled. Okay, that's what I was looking for, some of that. Now, I've seen a screen where they had all four sopranos all in one screen. You had all four of them, and they were all doing different or takes on the vowels and synchronizing. Not sure how to do that, how that is done, okay, because all I'm seeing is different, where I can just select one of them. Okay, that's not it. Close. And what's this? That just opens and closes whatever I'm looking at the time. And I don't even know how. Okay, you go back to main. The mixer, okay, we got close, mid, okay, wow. It looks like we have the option to have different mics added. Oh. Okay, that's the mix down maybe of all of them. You can... Oh, I like this because I was feeling like there wasn't enough presence. That is amazing because mid-close, see these ones are a little further away, so he picks up more of the room. That was what I was kind of hearing, and I wasn't feeling. I felt like I couldn't really hear there the guttural sound. And this is nice. You can come right in and just get rid of the room mics and. Now this I'm going to use even more. So. I mean, I just usually use oohs. Oohs and ahs, things like that. So you can come in and just decide which mic, and we'll turn on the hall. And then we go back to our main room here, and we go back to our keys and select our sustain. Although we got some kind of staccato on. That little hush in there, it's something that's turned on. So, all right, this is going to do it for this session of Native Instruments. There are many, many other things. I tried to, now this ignition keys, I've never seen this before. Deft lines, don't know what that is. Empire breaks, that's new. And this very own keys, I've not, 40's very own drums. Haven't seen that before. All kinds of new stuff here. This Laurie's was Playbox. Don't know what that is. Stax. Don't know what that is. Sequits. I don't know what that is either. And Glaze. These are new. Piano Colors. Some more interesting Melted Vibes. Don't know what that is either. Just some very cool stuff. We've had some updates to these. And so... yeah, and then there's just all the other great stuff that's with it. My opinion is if you're a musician and you need a solution, you know, you need sounds, you need this, just don't go with anything else but this first, and get the, you know, get a hold of 1,000, you know, well, it's right now it's $899 or whatever it is. $899, so it's, you got to get close to, again, that's $900, that's $1,000. So get this, and that's just right now I would say this is 600, 789, there's 300 more for that. That $300 is absolutely worth it to go for this, okay? It's just what you get. You do get action strings here too, but you don't get, you'd probably also get the new Kontakt 7. Let's see what you get with this. Because this might be an option, because it all depends on if you get the new you get the electric mint, okay, the picked nylon, which is, and the bass. Those would be absolute musts. And what other instruments? Let's see all sampled instruments. Okay. And you get Rickenbacker bass, session guitarist, strummed acoustic 2, which is really nice. I think that's where I'm going to go back to, is that strummed acoustic 2, and write a song like tonight. Session horns pro. That's what's really weird, is I thought they came out with this new sessions horns. I think it just updated the old session horns. Somewhere I had a soprano sax. I think it's called a soprano sax, and maybe it was a soprano clarinet, but I don't know. I think it's a soprano sax. I have to Google that now. See, in this you get the Scarbee bass. This is like, yeah, this is my go-to bass for almost every song. So you get these synthesizers, which are like, you get damage. Yeah, there's a lot here. I'm not seeing the choir one. This ROM is also, so that means you also get probably get Guitar Rig 6. And the Guitar Rig 7 didn't come with, I was kind of disappointed. Probably in a month they'll be offering it with Kontakt. Guitar Rig 7, I can't complain, because the deal I got for $250, thank you Native Instruments. I'm not going to complain. I would like to have gotten Guitar Rig 7 with it, but nope, no complaints for me. I am very pleased. These are all look very interesting. These new this piano's kind of cool. It's been in there for a while. This East Asia, these are new. So they're not giving, you do get Kontakt 7, which probably means you also get the new Kontakt library, maybe. Stay in the flow. I'd like to sit and read this page because I'm very pleased with the Kontakt 7. I won't be using Kontakt 6 at all now. It's just going to be 7 because enhanced browsing, improved instrument building tools, just really nice. So this Mint Guitarist, the Playbox, I haven't even looked at I don't even know what that is, but that's new. And Sequisto, you know, you could always upgrade to the if you're short $300, what you get from even this Kontakt one here. I don't know. I don't think you get. Yeah, there's just so much you don't get for that extra $300. It's so worth it to go the full. Yeah, my advice is go for the Gusto right now. That you're paying $1,000 for something that I paid $1,000 for. Well, you're paying $100 less. I paid $1,000 for Native Instruments 11. And now I had to pay another $250 on top of that for Native Instruments 14. So I think it was 11. It might have been 12 that I first bought. When I bought into it. So it might have been 12 when I bought into it. So, but I paid $1,000. I think it was 12. So the products, yeah, I don't think you get the Stradivari Cello with I didn't see it there. That's the Stradivari Cello violin. You're talking about the sweetest ensemble you can buy for a VST. So yeah, my advice is go for the bundle price. And this is like you save $20,000. Yeah, and now they're writing this in. It's like when I first came in here, it's like $21,000. It's like I only paid $1,000 for mine, and now it's up to $21,000. And I don't know that these I don't know that putting these prices here help them sell these, because some people look at that and say $21,000, I ain't paying that, and they don't see this $899 down here. So I just get rid of that. Yes, it's a fact that if you buy all these separately, this is how much they cost, and you're getting them all, and that's not like exaggerating the cost or blowing it. It's not that kind of thing like where they boost up the price and then the next day have a sale so that it's actually still the same price. No, those are reasonable prices on all of these things to buy them separately. And you are getting $21,000 worth of stuff. You will have all the sounds you could ever need for the rest of your living days. That's why I recommend going for the collector's edition. There's no contest. It's just there's so much more in the collector's edition, and it's worth it. It's worth it. I don't see in here there's just a ton of stuff missing. What I don't see is the Stradivari cellos and all. And what's in our latest update? You go down through these. Get complete now. 18 synthesizers. And these synthesizers are amazing. So, I don't use these. They're amazing, but they're not my go-to synthesizers. And probably maybe that's a mistake on my part. But my Falcon synthesizer, the synthesizer that I do use a lot in here is the FM synth. FM, what's it called? FM8. I do use that. And it's just like, boom, DX. I can just go into it. It's like a DX7 kind of thing. It's in my brain. I understand it. And there's my modulators and carriers and feedback and all that stuff. And I can interpret it. 48 sample. We go into all the sampled instruments. And there's a ton of them. You don't get the new choir that I was just playing. You don't. And you know that new choir, and I would say the Stradivari instruments, just those alone are worth. Yeah, see, these are session strings, and then all these pianos. There's some nice stuff in here. And if I would say, well, wait until you got $300 more, well, the sale will be over and you'll have to wait until next. You'll have to wait until. Yeah, this is really. This Ultimate is not. It's not Ultimate at all. You really, really, really want. Okay, let's just go up and make sure I'm not. Yeah, you got the symphony. These you get these brass and cellos and stuff like that. You don't get the Stradivari cellos. Mysteria is kind of cool. It's another. If you're into making action strings too, that's nice that they're throwing that in. And the piano colors, I'm not sure what that is. I need to. You get the Stradivari violin, and that's it. You don't. And I use the cello more than I use the violin. So, which is very nice. At least they threw that in. Okay. So the Stradivari violin only goes down so low. So you need the cello. So, and then there's also the viola, which is, it's not called Stradivari. It's a different maker, I think, that makes their world acclaimed viola. So there you get so much with this, but it's not. This is the FM8 here that I use. That's my FM go-to synth. It's just I know how to use it, so it's good. And it has a lot. And the reason why I use the FM8 is because at least in my mind, FM sounds, they kind of cut through the music, like things like bells, especially bells. And I go there when I need a bell. When I need a little tinkling bell in my song, I go to an FM sound. Every once in a while, I like an FM arpeggio too, because it can just sound so right in your face. It can just sound so sharp and clear and defined, and so it's that's so it's like, look what they say: bright, lively sound of FM synth packed into a sleek user interface, innovative, advanced features. Exactly. Bright, clear, and also a solo instrument. Like if I'm making techno and I want something to go something like that, it's FM. FM is where you want to go, is because it's just, if you know what the technology is, it's made from sine waves, and so they're sampled, but what's nice, at least I think that the sampled sine waves in FM8 are probably at least 16-bit. So that's what I assume. It would really be disappointing to find out they were like 12-bit or something, um, but I would know if they weren't. And that's the thing is when I hear them, it's something in my head says they're not. Now, probably I might even say, because FM8's kind of an old synth, that probably I have better FM capabilities with my Falcon than I do with FM8, but I know how to use it. And what's nice is it has a huge library of sounds right there for you to just try. So, and talk about libraries of sound like Massive and Contour, and these synths here have Massive X. They have really nice presets. So very, very, very nice. So I am a huge when I first started with music, I got like, it was like, I don't know, I can't remember. It was like a Radio Shack synth. But what was nice about it is it had the basses that I needed. It had the drum kits that I needed. It had the strings that I needed so that I could have some strings. It had a palette of a broad palette of sounds that I needed to make, kind of like singer-songwriter songs. And I was really lucky because they were really beautiful sounds. I don't know whether it was a Casio or something. And it was like it had little miniature keys. I was like looking through a keyhole to try and see the world. But I could use that, with reel to reel, and I had an 8-track Fostex 80 reel to reel, and it really helped me to make some beautiful songs. And then I got an FM synth, which was a DX27, and it was like it was a copy. It was like a DX100, but it was a 27. They had the same sound banks and all of that in them. But what was terrible about it is the FM waves were sampled at like 8 or 12-bit. And after about a year of using it, I started noticing what's called zipper noise. Like when you get some complex sounds together, it would kind of go zit, 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 zit. You could hear the aliasing of the samples. And then I went from that into... But what was nice is it had... and what was another horrible thing, it wasn't it was polyphonic, but it wasn't multi-timbral, which meant that it could only play one sound at a time. So I'd have to record that sound on my reel-to-reel and then work on the next track. And, it could only play one sound. It could play a bunch of notes at the same time. It just could only play the same sound on those notes. And so that turned to be, but I was able to make some songs with that. I just each track had to be a different sound. Then came the TG500, which I still have that TG500 Yamaha TG. I never use it, but it's still there. I could just push the button and it's hooked to MIDI, and you could just instantly pipe stuff into my DAW with it. There was some very nice sounds in that. Very nice, and it was multi-timbral. At least I think it was 16 voice multi-timbral. And it didn't have any of the zipper noise, any of the problems. The samples were CD quality, 16-bit, 44 kilohertz. So it didn't have any of that problem with zipper noise that the DX27 had. So, but to make a long story short, that Yamaha had a palette of really nice sounds, nice strings, nice pads, nice basses, really nice general MIDI drum kits. It had really, really, really nice sounds, and I was able to make, and that's what you need, is you need a palette. And so if you purchase this, the collector's edition, it will be something you'll probably never have to buy. You will buy some more VSTs, little ones here and there, okay? But it's got your strings, it's like the drums, you've got your 1960s drums, you know, your Abbey Road drums, and your 70s drums, 80s drums, 90s drums. It's got the Kontakt user. This new Kontakt user, the Kontakt library is this is the you've got these 3 factory libraries, and those are like, they're just ready to use sounds that are amazing. It's like they kind of pride themselves in giving you a little bit of everything. You've got world instruments, you got mellophones and percussions. You go into this percussions, you got gongs and tabla and timbales and congas, bongos, shakers. You know, it's just wow. Like it gives you like, and their quality sounds, they're like much better than what I had on my FM synth, at least, and the TG500. These are much better sounds than what I had back then. The electric pianos, you just got every kind of electric piano just about. They're maybe not the best electric pianos out there right now. I believe that probably Omnisphere, and the company that makes Sonic something, they they have this piano package. It's $500 for just, you know, a handful of pianos and electric pianos. They're probably, though, the best out there right now. But I would say with all these pianos that are in, and that you just get some new pianos, that maybe if I haven't explored them enough yet, but you might find that we've got horns, tenor saxophone. See, I can't find a baritone. Maybe it's the tenor. I thought there was a soprano saxophone. So, and then you've got their choirs, you've got orchestral, you've got all these different instruments, brass, French horn. This is my go-to French horn right here. This is where I go. When I need a French horn, this is what I use right here from the factory. Just from their factory library. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful. Like, wow, what do you need? I use French horns a lot in my songs. It's like, what does this song need? A French horn. Sometimes, though, I'll go with something weird like a trombone, or just to get that same kind of effect, or even a tuba. A tuba can sound. You know, people think, oh, a tuba? You know, and it's almost like they've got this kind of conception in their mind that a tuba, and also there's a bassoon. Where's are there bassoons? I don't see them here, so I don't think we get bassoons. Those again are really, really nice. You have to try them and try the different ones, and make and decide. And you have not only French horn, but the single French horn, but then you have the French horn ensemble. That I would have died years ago to just have that. And so now they have the Kontakt Library too. And just imagine how much better these are the horns. Let's see, did they do that again? See, I don't see the horns, sax. Let's try. See, they didn't update their. Okay, these are band. Maybe we'll go to orchestral and brass. Horns, ensemble. Okay, trumpet. So I don't think that. Let's see what this sounds like. Takes a moment. So these take longer to load, so they're gonna, oh, look at that. Yeah, I mean, that's like night and day when it comes to sounds. And their tuba, let's see what their tuba sounds like. Yeah, see, that's so much more present than the other library tuba. And that tuba has gotten me through a good a lot of these are called instruments because they come with this ability to change so much. Each one is an instrument. It's not a sound. It's not a patch. It's an instrument, because if you think of like a flugelhorn or something like that, they have that thing that goes wah wah wah, and you can kind of open it and ride it a little bit. They're just each instrument has some kind of weird little trick that you can do with it to create, and that's what they try to do, is they try to allow you to have those little tricks into your sound. And that's why they're not called patches or sounds or voices. They are called instruments because they have all these funky things that you can do to mute them and do weird things with them. So that, I think, is going to do it. I would just love to go through here, and now this is the sound, factory sound. This Kontakt percussion, brass, woodwinds. Oh, clarinets. See, and I love putting clarinets in my music too. Oh, that's so. Oh, that's so regal. It's a little bit loud, but oh, and then we have an oboe. This isn't like an oboe section. This is a single oboe. Well, I'll have to get used to that. Oh, that's got some nice vibrato in there. It's like a symphonic kind of oboe. Very nice. And piccolos are really like this factory library is maybe my go-to for a lot for these now for these instruments. There's our bassoon. Okay, I told you. Oh, that's nice. So, so we have, those are the orchestral choir. We went to vintage. Whoa, we have some cool analog machines. Saw lead. These take a while to load. Oh, these are going to be nice for... These are, yeah, very nice. Straight pad. Let's see what this is. That's a little bit... Not as soft as I thought it would be. So, yeah, but, you know, each sound, what's nice is they're radically different, and they're not, it doesn't sound like they use the same sample to create just by filtering it into they turned an oboe into a clarinet, you know. So they're based on different samples, and that's what's really nice is this is very nice. So this is going to do it for this particular session today. I hope this was a good introduction into this. If you are a music artist, this is where I would go. It would be Native Instruments. Yes, I would definitely. Now, I mean, if it's just want to buy a synth, okay, it would be Falcon. Okay, Falcon is my go-to synth. It's just because it's what I prefer for a synth. And then my second preference for a synth would be probably Avenger, and then maybe third would be Nexus. The Avenger, I can never think of it. I wish they just had one name, but they have two, and then I have to remember both of them. Insert, it's VST, something, soft synth. Where is it? Vengeance. VSP Avenger. Vengeance is the other word, so it's like, is it Avenger? It's an Avenger synth. And then my third favorite synth would be Nexus, but it's definitely Falcon and UVI. Now, if you've only got like, you know, where you can afford maybe $35 a month, $24 or something like that a month, and that's all you can afford, and you need like a massive amount of sounds to pick from, then I would Native Instruments doesn't have a subscription model right now, so I would go with the UVI Sonic Pass, it's called, and it's like $25 a month, and overnight you end up with something almost as big as Native Instruments. It's not as big as Native Instruments, but it's close, and they give you, and it's not, I would say, other than the Falcon synth, which I think probably I just prefer the Falcon synth over the synths that are in the Native Instruments package. Maybe that's maybe I'm wrong in that, but it's what I prefer for synths. My synth is the Falcon. But when it comes to When it comes to like organs, I think they you know and Native Instruments comes with a bunch of with that organ. It's not, to me. It's just not quite. It's not. It's not. I don't favor it as much as I favor the organ package in the Falcon, so in the UVI workstation. So there's the, what's it called? Retro organ, it's called, and I bought that outright. So if I don't pay for the subscription, which I'm kind of got the subscription turned off right now, but I have what I want out of them. The only thing is, I would really love to have their arpeggio product and their so I mean, these are all the sound banks that you get for $24 a month, plus you get the Falcon. And this retro organ suite, that's they've just got the best sounding organs that I've ever used. This Hammer B here, this wheels, a soft wheel. When I go into this lounge organ, this is my go-to organ here. Let's see if I can set this up quick. And there's just something. That to me is so delicious. So yeah, that's my organ of choice, and then there, you know, when you go into the Falcon itself, it's just all, you can use all these sounds right from within the Falcon. The other thing that I purchased was this. I just had to own it, and that is so that the synth. I own both of these synth anthologies, and they give you like all of the old synths. You know, not all of it. They give you some of the patches from each. I was kind of like disappointed because it's like, I wish they'd given me all of the presets from all of the old synths, but they just pick a few and give you a few from each one. But out of that, you end up with some really nice patches, and they've all been kind of redone, brought into the future, and kind of tooled a little bit. So I do own that. Both of these anthologies. Now this Kawai, this I would like to own, the Kawai, and I would like to own. But that's going to be a while before I can buy them. And if I were to own the Kawai, and possibly there's another arpeggiator that they have. I am so pianoed out. I have so many pianos. It's like, they have some kind of arpeggiator here that has a lot of nice arps in it. And I'd like to own that as well. Quadra. I'm not sure where it is. So, but Okay, this is going to do it for me. I'm going to go fix something to eat. Thank you for watching. If you have any, please leave some likes, subscribe, click the bell for notifications if you would like to know when I'm going live again. And then also leave comments down in the video if you would like for me to talk about a certain product. If I know about it, I'll try to do something with it. And so again, thanks for watching and take care. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for Rabak for coming in and leaving and chatting. He broke up what would have been a probably monotonous evening without any kind of fan at all. So thank you, Rabak, for coming in. Thank you, YouTube, for sending Rabak in. So take care. I will see you again in the next CBB TV. We are in Cakewalk by Band Lab. So alrighty, bye-bye.